Hey friends, welcome to Discussing Dogs in the D podcast, where Detroit's dog lovers come together. Hi, I'm Christine. And whether you're a rescue volunteer, a pet parent, a shelter supporter, or just someone who can't pass a dog on the street without saying hi, you're in the right place. Let's talk about all things dogs and how they change our lives and how we can possibly change theirs. Hey, friends, and welcome back to the podcast. If you're anything like me, your calendar revolves around dogs. And this summer in Michigan and Metro Detroit, it's like things are just piling on, packing into my calendar, and I'm trying to keep it all straight. So I thought I would do an episode that's all things pet related for events. I also wanted to apologize for taking a break from the podcast for several weeks. There's just been a lot going on. Once spring and summer hit, there's all these events happening. And I also very recently went on a trip to Spain. And it wasn't, I tell people it wasn't a vacation, but it was. For me, helping animals feels like a vacation every day, just being involved and helping and all that. But I want to share in a different podcast my adventure to Murcia, España, where I spent 7 days straight at Galgos del Sol. That episode will be coming soon. I want to get all my thoughts. I've only been home for like a week, and I want to combine all my thoughts together on just what an incredible, exhausting, emotional experience it was. But I'll share that later. But today, I just want to share more about things that are happening because it just seems like there's so much going on. Whether you're looking for something fun to do with your own dog, want to support local shelters, or maybe you're looking for affordable vaccines, or maybe you're one of those people who desperately wants a dog, but you just don't have the time right now, but you want to help some way, this episode is for you. I'm not going to say this is a complete guide to all things happening in Metro Detroit or Michigan, but it's my best effort to collect some information and share it with all of you. So today I'm going to be covering upcoming dog-friendly events, vaccine clinics, fundraising events, and one of my favorite topics is dog ventures. If you've never heard of a dog venture before, get ready because this might be the coolest way for you to help a shelter dog without actually adopting one. So grab your coffee, leash up your dog. Actually, go leash up a shelter dog and let's jump in. Let's start with dog ventures. One of the biggest misconceptions people have is that helping shelter dogs requires adopting or fostering. It's not true. Several shelters around Metro Detroit now offer programs where you can literally borrow a shelter dog or even bring them home for a slumber party. And sometime overnight stay, or weekend stay, or just a few hours out of the shelter that gives the dog a break from shelter life. The shelter learns more about the dog's personality from like the report cards that you share with them on your time out with them. Potential adopters see the dogs when you're out in the community. And I actually have been on a dog venture where with my friend Mandy, and she had a low air in her tire. We stopped at this place, and I kid you not, the people that saw the dog in the car were like, "Where'd you get that dog?" "Oh, it's available for adoption." They went and adopted the dog that same day, which is incredible. Just that little bit of visibility. They saw the dog and they're like, "She needs to be mine." And there it goes. Sometimes you just don't know what little bit of time might have a huge impact for that one life. And honestly, you get to spend the day hanging out with a dog. Everybody wins. So to start with, Detroit Animal Care and Control, they have their dog ventures. And I speak of these as generally as dog ventures, but Detroit actually calls them their dog ventures, whereas other shelters call them doggy days out or things like that. So dog ventures with Detroit, you can stop by the shelter and take an adoptable dog out for a few hours. You can take them to Belle Isle, grab a puppuccino, visit a pet store, go visit the shipping container restaurants, and they have like all this dog friendly space there. You can walk around downtown. There's so many dog-friendly businesses, and the shelter will give you a list of all of those places as well that you can take the dog. They provide you with harness, collar, leash, supplies, a bag. They even have little cards that you can hand out that I'm on an adventure with this dog in case people ask about the dog you're out with. They have like a pet leash sleeve that says adoptable or adopt me. There's no sign up required. Participants must be 18 years of age or older. You can bring children with you, but you have to have at least an 18 or older adult to check a dog out. Dogs are available daily for outings, and they just need to be returned before their closing time. Friends for Animals Metro Detroit, they have their Doggy Day Out. These outings are very similar. They're available Wednesday through Sunday. Participants can take an adoptable dog on an adventure, and in some cases, even overnights as well. The shelter provides leash, harness, water bowl toys, backpack, and then they also have a doggy report card that they would love for you to fill out and just give some information about the dog. Only thing they ask is that you avoid dog parks or interactions with other animals. And I think Detroit is the same. They don't want you to take the dogs home to meet your personal dogs. They want you to stay in an environment where they're not meeting nose to nose or playing with other dogs. The goal is quality one on one time with people. It's a great opportunity to help this shelter learn more about their personality outside the kennel. And it's just an all around good time for everyone. It just gives that dog a moment to just breathe for a little bit and get some reprieve from a shelter life. Michigan Humane, they also do Dog Day Getaway. I think that's the name of their program. And they are available through, I believe they have 3 locations, Detroit Westland and their Sterling Heights Adoption Center. You can go check out a dog. Participants need to schedule a date. Like, you can't just go and pick up a dog like you can at Detroit and Dearborn. You need to schedule with them. I think you can go to their website and sign up. You receive a backpack just like you would at Detroit and Dearborn, and it's full of supplies, all the things you'll need. Michigan Humane, just like Detroit and Dearborn, take photos, share videos, talk to people that you meet about the dog when you're out with them. But yes, basically be a one-on-one fun day for them and be an ambassador for the shelter. These outings help increase adoption visibility for all around, and it's just been a great experience. So moving on, there's a lot of upcoming events. I'm gonna touch on a few of them, the bigger events that I think that you guys might be interested in, and some of them are happening this weekend. So Friends for Animals Metro Detroit, they have what is called PAWFest, and it will be at their location, the Mary Ann Wright Animal Adoption Center in Dearborn. It's 16121. I think it's Reckinger Road. I don't know how to say that, but I will have all of this information in the show notes. So noon to 8 p.m. It's just music, fun. Kids 12 and under are free. $5 admission for everyone else. Parking is free. They're gonna have a lot of vendors, a lot of fun stuff happening. It's family friendly. And you spend the day supporting shelter animals while connecting with other animal lovers. It's just an all around cool event. That'll be this coming Saturday. And then Bark Nation, they have their event called Sex in the Pitties, an awesome brunch. It's going to be at Eastern Palace Club in Hazel Park. The goal is to raise $25,000, which would equal 250 sterilizations for Detroit dogs. Sex in the Pitties, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Tickets are $25. I checked, and they still have tickets available online. Your ticket includes brunch, complimentary drink, raffles, entertainment, fundraising, all the things. And it's just a fun, cool vibe. They have just fun energy. They'll have some really awesome items that you can bid on, silent and live auction. Another event this weekend, early Sunday morning, June 14th, is the Humane Society of Macomb's 5K for Canines. It's located at Lake St. Clair Metro Park. You can bring your dog, too. This is one of those events where you can walk or run with your dog. A run, walk, skip, power stroll, whatever works for you guys. I'll be there taking pictures. I might even have my drone in operation to get some aerial photos. You receive, at the end of your race, a finisher medal. The dog gets a medal. They have some sponsor swag. I think they have a little backpack this year that's branded, and refreshments afterward. And I think they have some, music and dancers after the walk that you can enjoy and as you cool down. There's also a bunch of Bark on the Parks coming up with Comerica and for the Tigers. If you've ever wanted to attend a baseball game with your dog, these are it. I'm not positive that they have any tickets available, but I just wanted to share the dates in case they do have some tickets available online. The experience is incredible just to have all these dogs in one spot. They space you out in the seats, and it's very, I feel very safe. They have August 25th, September 8th, and September 21st are their upcoming Bark in the Parks. There's also a Bark in the Park if you happen to live local to Royal Oak, the Royal Oak Leprechauns. It's a smaller space, it's a more cozy feel. But it's so much fun to be able to bring your dog there. I just went to one of their Bark in the Parks, but they have one last Bark in the Park on June 30th. I believe it's a Tuesday night. You can get tickets online. So the Royal Oak Leprechauns, they have tickets available. And if your dog doesn't mind crowds or getting lots of attention or being told they're adorable every 15 seconds, these are the type of events that would be good for your dog, just to get them out, socialize them, and you meet other dog loving people that love, baseball as well. I also wanted to share information coming up for those that are interested for low cost vaccine clinics. If you live in Detroit or Dearborn, I wanted to switch gears a little bit. Instead of it being, dog friendly event, you go and, eat food and have a good time. This is something I wanted to share just because in case affordability of vaccines and getting that care for your dog is, you know, a stressor for you. There are some upcoming vaccine clinics that are sponsored by Michigan Humane, Dog Aid, Friends for Animals, Metro Detroit. So I wanted to share them with you. Let's start with Michigan Humane. They have a vaccine clinic on September 12th, the Clark Park One Health Vet Vaccine Clinic. So they are sponsoring a vaccine clinic where it's low or no cost. They ask you to pay what you can. The average cost is about $30. It's a great option for families looking just to stay current on their vaccines, and if you live in Detroit. Aside from Michigan Humane, Dog Aid and Friends for Animals Metro Detroit have, I believe it's 3 vaccine clinics coming up that they have left for the summer. September 6th, they have one for dogs only at Life Remodeled. October 4th, they have a vaccine clinic, dogs only, at North Rosedale Park. And November 1st, dogs and cats at Friends for Animals Metro Detroit and Dearborn. So those 3 vaccine clinics, you can find out more information as we get closer to those dates on their Facebook and websites. One thing I love about Michigan, Detroit, Metro Detroit, is how many opportunities exist to bring your animals places, to help animals. It's just incredible what this community does, and it means so much to me. I appreciate all of you for listening. If you attend any of these events, take photos, tag the organizations involved, and help spread the word. Also, if I've missed anything, or if you're a nonprofit that's hosting an event, share that information with me. I'd love to share it on our episodes at the end of every episode, the things that are happening in Metro Detroit, Michigan. And until next time, keep advocating, keep adopting, keep fostering, and keep making life a little bit better for dogs who need us the most. I appreciate all of you for tuning in to Discussing Dogs in the D podcast. And until next time, stay kind, stay curious, and give your dog a cookie for me.